Hello and welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video from the Shattered Order podcast. I am Wink, and this week I want to talk to you about slicing mods. This was something that they mentioned in the Road Ahead post not too long ago, and this is going to drastically change the way you level up mods and what mods are actually good mods. And it's going to have a big impact on what mods you should be farming right now and what mods you should be worried about leveling right now and looking for in the store and all that stuff. So we're going to get to that in a second, but first I kind of want to talk about what slicing is and how it's kind of going to affect things. So I'm going to look at the Road Ahead post, which you can see on the screen, and I'll quote, "To better represent the value of the mod, we are separating improving the level of the mod from improving the tier of the mod. In the future, as you level up a mod to level 15, you will reveal all 4 secondary stats. You will not see the color change any longer as you level the mod. By revealing the secondary stats prior to slicing the secondary stats, we're trying to give players the choice whether they want to invest in a mod before spending anything on it." We kind of have that in some sort of way, but not entirely. Like right now, you see a green mod, you know that the secondary stat's going to increase. Once, you don't know what the rest of them are. Maybe that's kind of what they're talking about. We will see in, that upcoming update. The second quote I kind of want to look at is, "We are also introducing a new feature, slicing. That allows players to improve the mod's tier. Similar to crafting gear, slicing requires new pieces of salvage that can be acquired through mod battles. Once the salvage has been acquired, slicing a mod will upgrade a random secondary stat and increase the tier color, making it roughly equivalent to that of getting a tier mod in the first place, but at a different cost. For example, slicing a tier E mod, which is a gray mod, 3 times will turn it into a tier B mod, which is a purple mod. Slicing can only be done on Rarity 5 mods. More will be revealed in the upcoming weeks." So this is a pretty big factor. It obviously puts a lot of emphasis on 5-star mods. Those are the best mods that we currently have in-game anyway. But all of those that you have that are not already gold mods, you will be able to further increase the secondary stats through using the salvage and whatever process it is that they introduce into the game. We don't know what the cost is going to be for upgrading the tier of a mod, but they're basically in a future update, mods will look a little bit different. They will be the color that they originally started. So if you had a gray mod that you leveled all the way to level 15, it will turn back gray. And so that's actually going to be an indicator of how many times the secondary stats have been increased. And this is a dramatic change from what we have now. Now, the second thing I want to do is go to a mod page that I have. You can go to shatteredorder.com/mods and you'll be able to see all of this information on there. And I'm kind of going to go through and talk about a few of these real quick. So if you don't already know, I'm assuming you do, but there may be a lot of newer players that don't know this already. There are mod colors, and which you probably know, but gray mods, they have no secondary stats. Green mods have 1 secondary stat that will increase 100% chance whenever you take it to level 3. Blue mods have 2 secondary stats starting out. Those will increase at level 3 and at level 6. You basically have a 75% chance of any specific secondary increasing at least once, and a 25% chance of it not increasing, as well as a 25% chance of it increasing at least twice. Purple mods, they increase at level 3, 6, and 9. So this is also kind of a general strategy. Like blue mods typically take to level 6, see how the secondary stats, if you like it, you can further level it up. If not, be done there. Same with purple mods. You can take them to level 9. Gold mods, you can take all the way to level 12 and you will get the max secondary stats at that point. Now, let's move on to some statistics prior to slicing mods. So, as I discussed earlier, green mods have a 100% chance of leveling up at level 3. Now, this is really advantageous because you know what you're going to get. If you find a mod with a speed of 5 in that secondary spot, you know it's going to upgrade. There's a good chance of you getting to a 10 or 11 secondary speed on that mod, which is incredibly beneficial. I'm a huge fan of green and blue mods just because they have such a high chance of getting into double-digit secondary stats, as far as speed goes. Typically, speed, offense, and crit chance are kind of the big things that I look for personally. Primarily speed and offense, though. Now, whenever we go to the blue mods, like I said earlier, 75% chance of at least one increase, 25% chance of no increases, 25% chance of that same stat increasing 2 times. Now, we're going to look at purple mods. They obviously have 3 secondary stats showing in the very beginning. Any of those can increase at a particular time. Now, let's say you get a purple mod and it has a secondary speed on it, and that's what you want to increase. That's kind of the secondary stat you're looking for. You have a 70% chance of it increasing at least 1 time. You have, just over or just below a 30% chance of it not increasing at all. And then you have a 44.5% chance of only getting it to increase 1 time, a 22% chance of it increasing twice, and a 3.7% chance of it increasing all 3 times. Gold mods, they have a less chance of getting at least 1 increase at 68.4% chance, and therefore a higher chance at 31.6% of no increase at all. All the other numbers are a little bit lower for the most part. Chance of only 1 increase is 42%. Chance of only 2 increases is 21%. Chance of 3 increases, though, that is actually a little bit higher than on purple mod. It's a 4.7% chance versus a 3.7% chance on the purple mods. And you have a 0.39% chance of it increasing all 4 times. So that is pretty rare. It's not going to happen very often. So if you get one of those mods, congratulations. So that's basically how things break down for mods as they stand at this moment. And that is very important to remember. And we're actually going to take these statistics and look at those and see what happens after you slice a mod. But first, I want to tell you about our awesome sponsor, Blue Designs. They make these amazing headphones I have around my neck and the microphone that I am using. They make the Yeti microphone, which is incredibly popular for other YouTube streamers. If you're into videos, or if you're wanting to start making videos of your own for Galaxy of Heroes or streaming or whatever else, go to bluedesigns.com and use the promo code SOPOD. They will give you 20% off of your order, anything in the store. It's a really great deal, and they do make absolutely awesome products. I could not recommend them enough. Now, let's go ahead and go into what is going to happen whenever you slice a mod that's already been upgraded. So, I've been playing this game since the beginning, and I've got a lot of mods, a lot of green mods, blue mods, purple mods that I have leveled up already that I use on arena teams and, a lot of various teams. And so I had that guarantee, or, that higher chance of them increasing in the beginning. Now, that's going to be really important whenever we're looking at this, and you're going to see the value that the especially green and blue mods have right now, and that you should probably be looking for those over the kind of sacred gold mods that people are always looking for. All right, so gray mods, nothing changes with gray or gold mods. They're basically going to be the exact same, so not a whole lot to say there. Now, whenever we go and look at green mods, this is kind of where things get really interesting. This mod already had the 100% chance of it increasing 1 time. Now, that is going to give it a almost 58% chance of at least increasing a 2nd time, 42% chance of it not increasing a 2nd time, and all right, so you're going to have the 42% chance of at least 1 increase, or sorry, of only 1 increase, a 14% chance of 2 increases, and a 1.56% chance of 3 more increases. Now, that 1.56% chance of 3 more increases, that would be the exact same as having a gold mod that increases all 4 times. So if we look back at the gold mods currently, there's a 0.39% chance of it increasing all 4 times. With a green mod now that you have, that you've already leveled up, whenever slicing gets here, if you slice that mod, you will actually have a 4 times more likely chance of that secondary stat increasing every single time. That's huge. You know, I mean, it's still only a 1.56% chance, but it is pretty drastically increased over that 0.39%. And if you look at, you know, the other chances of getting even 2 or 3 chances, it is quite a bit higher. So this is something that you're definitely going to want to pay attention to and, you know, kind of take into consideration whenever you're buying mods right now. Because, I mean, I'll take the 4 times more likely chance of getting a truly elite mod, you know, whether it's speed or offense, you know, on those stats that you're looking for. Now, when we look at blue mods, they're pretty similar for the most part. They also have the 1.56% chance of increasing all 4 times from the very beginning to the very end. They have a 25% chance, you know, once you leveled up level 6, say it increased both times, you have a 25% chance of getting that third increase, and then, you know, a 6.25% chance of the of getting it a 4th time, which is, you know, not too bad. And then whenever you factor all that in, it takes you to a 1.56% chance. Now, purple mods, they have a less chance of increasing every time at 0.925% chance. So right now, wherever you're looking at mods, wherever you're looking at the store, whatever, rather than seeing a green mod or a blue mod and just not being all that interested, take advantage of that. They're substantially cheaper from the mod store. I mean, I think a green mod is $2.5 million, if I recall correctly. That is a huge... Actually, it might even be less than that. I can't remember. But I know the 3.9 million that a gold mod costs is substantially more than a green or blue mod. So you could be buying these blue or green or purple mods, leveling them up, getting that guaranteed stat increase for whenever splicing gets here, and then we don't know what the cost on splicing is going to be because of this. It could be a little bit more expensive, which I would expect that to happen in some way, shape, or form. And we'll see over time exactly how much salvage you get and how difficult it is to get and what the price is and all that stuff. So that is definitely something to pay attention to. You know, we'll see. So again, I do have a note on this page that, you know, slicing is not in the game yet. So we don't know what it's going to cost. We don't know exactly how everything's going to work. But statistically, these green and blue mods are going to be your best chance to get those elite secondary stats based on everything that we know currently about slicing. So take advantage of that. Be looking for those. You know, especially speed and offense secondaries. Those are really, really awesome to have. And, you know, soon whenever we get that update and you actually see the different colors of the mods you already have, you can kind of start picking out which ones you may want to increase first and, you know, going from there. And again, shatteredorder.com/mods. You can see all these statistics on there. All this was taken right off of our page. We got a lot of other stuff on there, articles and various things. And if you don't know already, Shattered Order is actually a podcast, so you can find out on iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you listen to. We live stream on Twitch every week. You can join our Discord, discord.me/shatteredorder, and that's where you can find all of our announcements and all that sort of stuff too. So hope this was kind of important or useful. Useful is the word I'm looking for. Hopefully you found this information useful, and it allows you to maybe get some better mods coming in the future. And like I said, we'll know more, and we'll obviously be covering it. So make sure you're checking us out. We're also on YouTube. Go subscribe to our YouTube page. Just search Shattered Order. And if you're interested in supporting the show, patreon.com/shatteredorder. you will see a scrolling list of all of our awesome patrons that we love and greatly appreciate. And until next time, later.